Hello, I have something new to show you guys. This is reproduction cartridges for the Nintendo Entertainment System. What that means is that they basically made a new game using either old cartridges or brand new parts that these three are made of. These three also feature a multi-lockout chip called a Cyclone chip, I believe, which makes them possible to run on both PAL and NTSC systems. These two are made using old NTSC cartridges, so these will only work in NTSC systems unless you disable the lockout chip. This is a game called Battle Kid Fortress of Peril. I have made a video showing how it acts on a PAL system. This is version 1.1, using all brand new parts. This is one called 8-Bit Christmas 2010. So you can see there on the PCB board as well. And they also have the not showing well on the video, but the official seal of quality with a picture of seal. This one also have LED lights around, making it almost look like a Christmas tree when you started in the system. Really fun. And this is a reproduction of the original Super Mario Bros. 2, only released in Japan. The European and North American release were just remake of a game where they just changed the playable characters to the ones found in Super Mario Bros. But here are the most interesting, I think. The original Final Fantasy II. This is a reproduction of the unreleased English translated prototype, planned to be released in 1991, I believe. But by the time this were supposed to be released, the third game, the sixth game were released, and there already existed a second game, which is originally the fourth. As you can see, new label, glossy and nice, with the battery warning on the back. These can actually save these two. And this is a game called Earthbound, which also were never released in Europe or North America. There were released one in the mid-90s, but that was actually the second game. This is the first, which were, I think there are only 4 known prototypes in existence for this one. I have ordered a manual for this. There is enthusiasts on a Nintendo forum that have made a manual for this game, which is pretty awesome, I think. And I've also ordered a box for this, which makes it look like a official released game almost, with a custom box for it. I bought a casing for this, $10 or so, which is a universal game case. But I have opened up this cartridge so you can see what it looks like on the inside. The first thing you will see is the wiring. These are wires found on regular category 5 networking cables. And you see that traces in the board have been rewired, as you can see here. The different chips use different pin layouts, and you'll need to reroute everything for it in order to work. And the battery have also been replaced with a proper holder, making it easy to change the battery in the future. As you can see, there are 2 EEPROM chips, which basically means under these stickers there are a little window, and if you expose it to UV light, you will erase the contents. That's why I put these stickers on top, so it doesn't get erased. And the reason why you do this is that you need to change the program chips in order to insert or add a new game. But you also need a game that have the proper chips. Most specifically, the most important part is the MMC chip, which is a memory management controller, or whatever it's called, that manages the memory of the game, and that is one of the most important parts. And of course, it's also nice to have the lockout chip, so in order to make it work. Well, let's try out Final Fantasy II. Just need to get to there. There we go. It works really well. As you can see, I have 2 save files on this game. It's me trying to figure out which route to go first, and this is one of the branches I'm trying out now. It doesn't exist any manuals or maps for this game, so it's going to be a bit harder to manage to play through this game than the first one. This is the prototype release, which is poorly translated as they dropped the project before it was finished. So it's a bit weird English, and the characters, you can misinterpret what some of the characters inside the game mean, or it could almost, I've also found one where almost looked like some almost meant that some characters were supposed to die, when I think, or what they really meant were that they were supposed to live, but it's the poor translation. Yes. Well, it plays very well. I'm very pleased with this. I paid about $30 each for this, using these donor cards to make the games, and the other 3 I've paid around $40 each, I think. Thank you for watching.